Alright guys, so my son wants me to buy him some fishing gear. He just has a regular old basic stuff that you buy a kid, and he's wanting to upgrade. So basically, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to buy what I think is a really good setup for someone starting out in fishing. And not just bass fishing, I'm going to get him some stuff for like panfish and maybe some catfish stuff too. So figured I'd do a little video on it. Obviously everything is kind of opinionated on what I think works, and also regional too, what works around here. But I'm at Bass Pro right now. I'm gonna walk in, see if we can't find some fishing stuff.
A wooden Indian standing over by the door. Fell in love with a Choctaw maid over in the Georgia store. Elijah, standing there, don't never let it.
Alright, I'm back from Bass Pro Shops. Believe it or not, I spent a lot more money than I intended to. But I'm sure all y'all know where I'm coming from with that. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a little rundown of what I picked up. I'm just going to stick with the bass fishing stuff. They give you an idea of what I think a good starting point is to get into bass fishing. It has some really nice stuff, but not just go like just super crazy with it either. Alright, so first off, you got to have something to throw your lures with. And I got this Lose Combo, American Hero Camo Graphite Combo. I think they sell these at Walmart. I could be wrong. Probably a lot cheaper, but you know, they didn't have very many Lose combos. They had some really expensive Lose combos. This one was $100. I really like Lose reels a lot. Their rods I'm not very crazy about because they tend to break. The only rods I've ever really broke have been Lose, but they are really good at replacing them too. The last one they replaced for me is one of their newer tournament series, and I absolutely love it. It's actually a spinnerbait rod, and it's really, really sweet. But anyways, this one's a 6 foot 10 inch, medium heavy, fast. They had some 7 footers, Abu Garcia, that I almost got for the same price, but I thought maybe a little shorter one would work, a little more versatile, I believe. Now I also picked up him this Fluger spinning reel. Obviously you don't need two setups to start out in bass fishing. You just need one or the other. But if you want to throw some lightweight stuff, you're going to need a spinning reel, because bait casters only want to throw stuff about 3/8 ounce. So if you want to throw some lighter stuff, you're going to need a spinning reel. And I put a Fluger. I made my own setup. I bought it earlier this year and I really, really like it. Now this is a combo. It came as a combo. It was $60. This is a Fluger Tryon SP30 rod. Is a Fluger as well. It's 6 foot 6 inches medium. All right, now this has been a game changer for me ever since they come out with fishing backpacks. I absolutely love it. That's what I keep almost all of the tackle that I use, even pan fishing and catfishing stuff. I keep it in my backpack, and I just take it in and out of my boat instead of having a whole bunch of boxes on my boat filled with a bunch of stuff. So I picked him up, this one right here. This is a Plano series, E-series. Pretty good looking little bag. I also went ahead and picked him up a couple other boxes. A small box, like I said, it's just slide in here, and another really small box to put in there as well. And then of course a spinnerbait box, and it fits almost perfectly in here. Obviously I wasn't going to go out and buy a bunch of stuff for him that I make myself. So I saved a little money in that aspect, but if I was going to go out and buy some stuff, I would definitely want to pick up some spinner baits, at least one white and one black, or a light color and a dark color. And I would go with 3/8 ounce because that's kind of like in the middle. And then the same way with buzz baits. I'd get something dark, like a black, and then a light color one, like this white and chartreuse one I have right here. As far as other stuff I make that you could go out and buy, I would definitely have in my arsenal starting out would be some bladed jigs. And just like before, you're gonna get you a dark colored one, and of course a light colored one. Now you get Z-Man, whatever brand you want to use, but definitely get you some spinner baits, some buzz baits, and some bladed jigs or chatterbaits. Alright, next up is going to be crankbaits. Most of the stuff that I'm assuming he's going to be fishing is going to be shallow. And one of my all-time favorite crankbaits is a Man's Baby 1- in the Tiger Stripe. I can't tell you how many bass I've caught with this thing right here. It's super shallow, and man, it just slays. And I went ahead and got him a few other colors with the same lure. And a backup of the Tiger Stripe. Fire Tiger, I think is what it's called. Fire Shad. I also went ahead and picked him up some Strike King lipless red-eye shads. I think these are really great lures. I got a few different colors of those. And I went ahead and got some jerk baits. And it's hard to not go with this little classic right here. The original F7. And to have an option for a topwater, I don't think you can go wrong with the Sexy Frog. Alright, I make some soft plastics, so I'm going to give him some of that stuff, but I went ahead and picked up some other things too. Picked him up some 5/0 worm hooks, just some regular old bullet weights for worms, Texas rig, and I got him some drop shot weights too. I think we all can agree drop shot can be deadly. And my favorite soft plastic to use, especially with a Texas rig, is 6-inch lizard. Favorite color is watermelon. One of the first lures I ever really just wore bass out on was this sucker right here, the Culprit red shad worm. These things, Texas rig, can be deadly. I also got him some a couple things for drop shots, which I've never used personally. I just think they're pretty cool. I got him some Berkeley power bait. It says this is the Drop Shot Power Bass Minnow. And also I got these Strike King KVD Drop Shot half shells. I think these look good. Seem like they would do really well for drop shot. For all of his soft plastics, I went ahead and got him a worm bag. And of course, neither one of them reels come with line. So for the bait caster, I got him some 15-pound fluorocarbon, and I got him some 8-pound for the spinning reel. And I picked up a couple little miscellaneous things I think would be handy. Some fisherman's pliers, in case bass swallows a hook, and also scale. Alright, so that's a lot of stuff, and you know, it can get really pricey. You obviously don't need to get every bit of that. You can go with a whole lot less. You can shop around and you can find deals. You know, go to Walmart if you got to. But to me, if you're serious about getting into bass fishing, you have absolutely no tackle, I think this would be a really great starting point. If you can't catch bass with all this stuff, with all these options, you might want to take up golf, because I think this is basically what you need. I mean, you really don't need anything else. Obviously, you might have noticed I didn't go with any of the gimmicky lures. You know, maybe a lot of people are into the swim baits. I'm not. That's just a personal preference. all the weird crap, the ducks and spiders and bats. Man, come on. Now, I didn't even get a whopper plopper. To me, good old buzzbait is all the top water you really need, other than a frog. Sometimes a frog comes in handy if you're fishing over like something that's lily pads or really thick hydrilla. You know, some of these lures, a lot of the kids think they're outdated spinner baits, buzz baits. You know, they're not sexy, they're not attractive, but there's a reason why they're still around. So don't overlook those lures if you're starting out. Go with some of the old stuff. There's a reason why they used to catch fish. There's a reason why they're still around and people still use them today. Like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyways, what would you add? What would you take away? Leave a comment below. Hopefully this helps somebody, and I'll see you later.